The Cloudwalkers of Kashmir. There is a divine science, and that is the science of the mind of all humanity. All of our knowledge is based upon knowledge in which we go from the less general to the greater, or from the general to the particular. Yet it has experience as its basis. In what we call exact science, people easily find the truth because it appeals to the particular experience of every human being. The scientist does not tell us to believe in anything, but he has certain results that come from his own experiences and reasoning on these experiences. While he asks you to believe in his conclusions, he appeals to some universal experience of humanity. In every exact science, there is a universal basis which is common to all humanity, so that we can at once see the truth or fallacy of the conclusions drawn therefrom. Then the question is, has Orthodox religion any such basis? Religion is heretofore generally taught nearly all over the world, is said to be based on faith and belief, and in most cases consists only of different sets or theories, and that is the reason that we find all of the various religions quarreling with each other. These theories are, again, based on belief. One man says that there is a great being sitting above the clouds and governing the entire universe, and he asks me to believe that solely on the theory of his assertion. In the same way, I may have my own ideas, which I am asking others to believe, and if they ask a reason, I cannot supply them with any. This is why religion and metaphysical philosophy have a bad name nowadays. Every educated person seems to say, "Oh, these religions are only bundles of theories without any standard to judge them by. Each one preaches his own pet ideas." At the same time, let me tell you that there is a definite basis of universal belief governing all religious beliefs. Going to the basis of them all, we find that they are based on universal experiences. Thus it is clear that all of the religions of the world have been built upon that universal and adamantine foundation of all of our knowledge, direct experience. Only there is this difference, that in most of these religions, especially in modern times, a peculiar claim is set before us, and that claim is that these experiences are impossible at the present day. They were only possible with a few men who were the first founders of religions that bore their names. At the present time, these experiences are obsolete, and therefore we have now to take religion on belief. This theory can now be clearly denied, for it can be truthfully said that if there has been one case of experience in this world in any particular branch of knowledge, it absolutely follows that this experience has been possible millions of times before and will be repeated eternally. Uniformity is the rigorous law of nature. What once happened for the good of humanity must and will happen at any time. There have been more falsehoods in the name of God than in any other cause, and the reason is that people never went to the fountainhead. They were content only to give a menial assent to the customs of their forefathers. They also wanted others to do the same. What right has any person to say that they have a soul unless they say it with the determination that they must know they really have a soul? Also, that there is a divine supreme power known as God, and unless they definitely know that they are that same power and can use it if they will. It is well known today that any search after a supreme being outside of oneself is futile, as it is to believe that an eternal rigmarole of words will find something outside of themselves. Humanity knows that they must have truth, and they must experience truth for themselves within their heart of hearts. Then they will know that all doubt and discord and darkness vanish. There is a way out of all this darkness, and that is by knowing that you are the way of God principle, and that you are well established in that principle, and there is no other way. In the first place, every science must have its own method of investigation. In the event that you decided to become an astronomer, you would in no way sit down and cry, "Astronomy! Astronomy!" without giving any deep thought to the subject, it will never be accomplished. It is the same with any basic science. You will find that certain methods must be followed and that you must give the subject deep thought and full acceptance. That you are fully capable to accomplish your object, and that the accomplishment is right within yourself, and the ability to accomplish is that which you put forth. Each science must have its own methods, and as we pursue the truth of divine mind within ourselves, we see it is the basis of all mind action. In fact, this is the truth of all the sages of all countries, of all ages, people pure and unselfish who had no motive but to do good to the world. Take up this method and concentrate on the fact that you are pure, divine mind action and that you are the master of your destiny. Concentrate your thoughts upon it and know that you must observe it as a true science in order to become aware of its full meaning and action. Thus, we will come to the basis that we are free, untrammeled souls, fully divine, that life, instead of a few short years, we fully know is for eternity. The real goal is the ability to concentrate the thoughts on the mind to that point where we know that we are divine mind, and at the same time know that we are human beings. Every human being has the right to ask the reason why and to have it answered by themselves. In this, there is all love, all wisdom, all power, as well as all abundance. This means applying yourself to perfect divine being, which you are. As you concentrate on these facts, discard all of the rubbish you have been compelling your thoughts and words to store in your subconscious or subjective mind. Thus, we soon find that there is a divine purpose throughout the entire universe, and that you are as universal as that divine purpose. You also know that your body is as pure and sweet as your thoughts make it. When you take the stand that you know beyond any question of doubt, you also should believe nothing until you find that it is true for yourself. Truth does not need a prop to assist it to stand. The facts of our awakened state require no dreams to prove them. The awakening may be instantaneous, or it may take a long time of constant practice. We are the deciding factor. There is no time but the present. In the event that we decide that time is necessary, we find that the awakening is the present. You may ask, what is the use of such knowledge? In the first place, knowledge itself is the highest reward of knowledge, and in the second place, there is also utility in it. It will take all of your misery. When, by analyzing your own mind, we come face to face, as it were, with something that is never destroyed, something which is, by its own nature, eternally pure and perfect, we will no more be miserable, no more unhappy. All misery comes from fear, from unsatisfied desire. There is but one method by which to attain this knowledge, that which is called concentration. The chemist in his laboratory concentrates all of the energies of his mind into one focus and throws them out upon the materials he is analyzing, and so finds out their secrets. The astronomer concentrates all of the energies of his mind into one focus and projects them through his telescope upon the skies, and the stars, the sun, and the moon give up their secrets to him. How has all of this knowledge in the world been gained but by concentration of the power of the mind? Nature is ready to give up her secrets as we know how to knock, to give her the necessary blow. And the strength and the force of the blow comes from concentration. There is no limit to the power of the human mind. The more concentrated it is, the more power is brought to bear on the one point, and that is the secret. Anything that is secret and mysterious in this system should be at once discarded. The best guide to life is strength. Discard everything that weakens you. Have nothing to do with it. All mystery-mongering weakens the human brain. Through it, this science has been well nigh destroyed, but it is one of the greatest of sciences. From the time it was discovered, it was perfectly, delineated, and formulated and preached in India, and it is a striking fact that the more modern the commentator, the greater the mistakes that are made. The more ancient the writer on it, the more rational he is. Most of the modern writers talk of all sorts of mystery. Thus it fell into the hands of persons that made it a secret, instead of letting the full blaze of daylight and reason fall upon it, and they did so that they might have the power to themselves.